Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We are just moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, we are at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they come in off their very first loss of the year, suffered a week ago.
Yeah, it will not be a perfect season, but I'm interested to see how they bounce back now that they know that chasing the 1972 Dolphins is out the window.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play. Didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Looking to throw. Donaldson. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. From the gun, Donaldson. That's caught by the 6'8" tight end, Zach Gentry. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And a peek now at the offense for Pittsburgh.
And the play of this offensive line is going to be so important in this game.
Tight right. Everyone's got four down.
To throw on second down. Donaldson, he gets it to Thomas. And he's got another first down.
A nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Off the draw, here's Johnson. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Defensive starters, here they are for Cincinnati. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL.
First carry for James Conner. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield.
An inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And now this throw complete to Washington. Throwing the football 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately.
That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. On 1st and 10, Kendall. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. And a look now at the Cincinnati offense.
Out of the backfield is Joe Mixon, and he was a valuable commodity.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Kendall got a man open. It's Ross. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10?
Operating from the gun, Kendall. He finds his running back, Mixon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st down, Kendall. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Throwing on 1st down, Kendall going deep for Eifert. And that is incomplete. Back to the air on second down. Kendall, and the catch made here by Marquise Lee. Off the play fake. Kendall. And that's going to be incomplete. To throw again. Kendall escaping the pressure right. A hit as he throws there. On third down, Mixon. He's got the first down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down. From the gun, Kendall. And it's a Cincinnati Bengals touchdown.
What we're looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he's brought down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. Now this will leave him a yard short.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patches, I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic.
Check three.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
And all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game as we just saw there.
Nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. Operating from the gun, Donaldson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. On 1st and 10, Kendall. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially they'll say it's going to go for 19. On first down, Mixon. He's got the first down here inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup. Off play action, Kendall. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. Boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he is met quickly in the backfield.
And flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw. Donaldson. And this is going to be incomplete. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On first down, Kendall flushed out right. Airing one out for Boyd. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for the Bengals. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And oh, he coughed it up. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
But is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20.
Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore. Despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, giving him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays.
2nd and 3. And this one incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Donaldson. This is Johnson. He's got it. And down he goes now, but the clock continues to move. Looking to throw. Donaldson. He gets this one to Johnson. Johnson, oh, it's poke free. Football's out. And the Bengals grab it. And now off to the races down the right side. And this is taken into the end zone.
The defense, they came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try to mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some...
And the ball is knocked out. And the Bengals grab it. And some space here. There he goes, right side. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown.
You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Donaldson. And that's going to be incomplete.
You bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. On 3rd down, it's Connor. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. But 2nd and 6. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. On 3rd down, Kendall. Going deep downfield for Ron. And that's caught inside the 35. What a play that turns out to be. Operating from the gun, Kendall. He completes it to Boyd. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A final shot before break. Kendall, and he's got his big tight end, Eifert, and it's a Bengal touchdown. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll begin down in the Bayou. The Browns from the AFC visiting the Dome to take on New Orleans. And it's the Browns who are out on top. Baker Mayfield with a touchdown pass. From there, it's up to New Era Field in Orchard Park to check on the Bills. And they trail the visiting Denver Broncos in that one. Michael Gallup, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. DJ Moore, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there and a Bengal first. From the gun, Kendall buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Operating from the gun, Kendall. He gets this one to Boyd. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Back to throw. Kendall. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The kick by McManus is good.
A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's 2nd and 8. And Thomas has it. Only 3 yards on the catch.
Tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Onto the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half. Getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Let's get moving, guys.
From the gun, Donaldson got an open man. It's Washington.
Because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
Try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Kendall, and that'll be incomplete. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. Give him 3 on 1st down. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Operating from the gun. Kendall under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They start with a give to Connor. And this is going to double their room to maneuver. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And not much there at all.
Way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now Joe Mixon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain. Again, it's Mixon. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a Bengal 1st down. And to give this time to the tailback. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Let's go.
They'll give it to Mixon. And this is going to result in losing yardage. Looking to throw. Kendall. And that's incomplete. From the gun on 3rd down. Kendall. He's got Green. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And McManus able to put it through.
What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of 1st downs and hopefully flip the field.
Back to throw. Donaldson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. And the Steelers on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now Johnson. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On 1st down, Mixon. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. to Mixon on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bengals, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5.